What's up, guys? In today's video, we are going to be talking about 5 fragrances that are so good you should probably gatekeep. I'm probably one of the worst people, or at least the worst gatekeeper, probably known to man in this fragrance space. I am the first person to tell you where to buy it, discounters. I'll give you a list of discounters, clones if available, and I'm telling you this right away. Keep in mind, you might just ask me what I have on, and I'm just giving you all this information. I'll be like, hey, retail price is this price. You can get it on this website for way lower, plus these discounters, plus, there's clones out there for this fragrance if you want to spend this much money. And then I think I definitely make people lose interest. Also, I did just invest a little bit more into this YouTube channel, and we got a mic now. So Neil, yes, I am listening. I'm just really bad at responding. I've been really busy these last couple weeks, but I do have a mic. Hopefully the echo is a little bit less. I guess an issue has been with the echo. Could be that I'm talking right into a wall and I don't have anything behind it to absorb the sound, I guess, from bouncing back at me. So hopefully this helps. Really hoping it helps. So it's kind of expensive. I do have one of those standalone mics, but I no longer have a laptop that I could connect the mic to and all that stuff. So I had to ditch the mic and go with something like this. I went with a DJI, what is this called? DJI Mic Mini. So hopefully this is a really good mic. I have a lot of DJI products and they tend to be pretty good. So hopefully this helps with the sound and hopefully the echo. I will be watching this video back after I finish it. So hopefully it is not as echoey as I guess my videos are. Let's go ahead and get started with this list. First of all, we're going to go ahead and get started with Ombre Nomad by Louis Vuitton. This was kind of inspired by today. So today I got a lot of compliments with the fragrance I was wearing. If you are interested in which cologne I was wearing, it is Thursday as of right now. Tuesday. So you will have to watch my weekly rotation video that will come out on Sunday, talking about which fragrances I wore this week, and pay attention to the one I wore on Tuesday. But it's one of those things that same thing, got a lot of compliments today. Pretty much told them the breakdown on where to get this fragrance and clones and all that fun stuff. But Ombre Nomad, definitely a good one. Polarizing, but for the people that are going to love this fragrance on you, they're going to love it. How do I know? Because I was one of those people that I love this fragrance on somebody else, and I had to get it I had to get it for myself. So maybe there was some people that didn't like it as much, but when I wore the clone of this fragrance, which is Ombre by Maison Alhambra, really good clone of it. People loved it. And I was wearing that fragrance during the hot weather in Florida. So yeah, seasonal, but now that I'm more into fragrances, it is a little bit more seasonal, and I don't really wear this fragrance too much. But I definitely need to get back into wearing this before it gets too hot out. Today it actually did snow in Buffalo, so I still got time to still wear these fragrances. Next is going to be one that's really good. It's really hard to find a clone of this one. Fragrance is not that hard to find, but kind of not stocked up in too many places, but when you find it, it's a little bit higher price. It's going to be Homage Jubilation 25. Last time I wore this fragrance, I was asked if I was a smoker. I am not a smoker, and I don't really find this fragrance to be like a cigarette smelling fragrance. It's kind of like a manly powdery incense fragrance. So maybe the incense, the one person said that it came off pretty much as cigarettes, which, I don't know, maybe adds a little rough edge to this fragrance. It's already manly, but maybe it makes it a little bit manlier. Like, I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't really get that smell. But yeah, a Homage Jubilation 25 is definitely a good one that you should gatekeep. Unless you're asking me, I'm definitely not gatekeeping. I'll try to gatekeep, but then I'm like 2 seconds in and I'm like, you know what, here it is. Next is a recent pickup, and it's actually a fragrance that I gatekept for myself, from selling it to repurchasing it and now enjoying it more the second time around. It's going to be Creed's Himalaya. So I had the clone, sold the clone to get the real thing, got the real thing. I was okay. And then I was like, I'll sell it. And now I got it again, and I actually really love it now. Creed Himalaya. One of Creed's slept-on fragrances. Creed has a lot of fragrances that are, it's slept on. I think a lot of Creed fragrances are slept on just because of people saying that Creed fragrances don't last. When I actually don't have that issue, Creed fragrances on me last a long time. They are not the biggest, not as in, they just don't have a really thick sillage. So if you're looking for something that's like all up in everybody's noses, like Ombre Nomad, Creed might just not be that brand for you. If you're looking for something like really strong, it's just not it. But yeah, Creed Himalaya, really nice scent. Happy to have it back in my collection. Definitely having, yeah, I don't know. Definitely just happy to have it back. Let's go ahead and get it sprayed. Transporter fragrance from Creed. Just like Green Irish Tweed, kind of gives you that grass feel. Maybe like, when you're in the Ireland or something, in the coast of Ireland with all that green grass, right? This is another one from Creed. It's very masculine. Smells really good. And then it's one of those that you catch your own wafts of your scent trail, and it's spectacular, actually. Maybe to the beginner nose, it's not that great of a fragrance. Maybe it's a little dated, but I don't know. I really enjoy these classy, manly scents, and this is probably one of Creed's more rugged, manly scents. Maybe something like Viking is similar, not as in a similar smell, but like similar playing field, right? Next is a fragrance I really don't talk about that much in my collection, but I actually really do love it. I just don't really wear it. Herod by Parfums de Marly. So Herod's another really great fragrance. Tobacco fragrance. I don't know if it's a little bit of vanilla, but I think there's also some incense in this, or some kind of smoky aspect to this. It dries down really nicely. This is not an old formulation of Herod. I don't think. This is a 2023 batch, maybe a 2024. I'm not too sure. Maybe actually probably 2023 because I got it in 2024. If you're interested in my batch code, it is covered by a sticker, so I can't really see it. I think it says 3058399. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but it is covered by the sticker, so I can't see it unless I peel off the sticker. But yeah, Parfums de Marly is actually the only one I own as of right now. The only other one that I will own at some point, probably when it gets hotter here in Buffalo, it's gonna be Sedley. I hated the clone of Sedley. Tried the real thing when I got a sample of it and loved it. And then gave that sample to my best friend for his wedding, to wear it for his wedding. Yeah, I think those are the only two fragrances from Parfums de Marly that I think I really must have. Layton's a good one, but I just never really wore it, so I got rid of it. I could care less about it. Maybe at some point I'll pick it back up, but I don't think I will, honestly. Herod, in my opinion, is the best of the house for like their cooler weather scents. And Sedley for their warmer weather fragrances is definitely the best. But yeah, Parfums de Marly, Herod, for sure, is one that you gatekeep. Again, this is another one that I did have a clone of. I had Maison Alhambra's Hercules, loved it. At first I didn't, but I ended up loving it the more I wore it. Kind of forced myself to wear it, just because I was trying to see if I actually did not like tobacco notes or if I was just new to it. So I wore it to work a few times. This was when it was still really cold out, a couple years ago. Constantly kept on wearing tobacco fragrances because it was, I had a really early morning job. No one was really around me. I'll just kind of suffocate myself, see if I enjoy it as it dries down and all that fun stuff. At the time, I did have 2 jobs, so I would just come home, take a shower, get dressed, and change my fragrance to something I actually really did enjoy, or that I would enjoy more during the day. But during this time, I did have a lot of clone fragrances. So yeah, then I would go off to work with a different fragrance, and that's kind of how I got to like test fragrances and all that stuff. And yeah, I was working 2 jobs because I just moved to Buffalo, and you know, good old days. I kind of missed those days a little bit. I don't know. It was like the grind was different. Um, yeah, it wasn't even stressful. I think it was kind of fun. I don't know. But it is what it is. I feel like I never had any days off. Plus, I started my YouTube channel too. It was a mess. But yeah, Herod. And finally, let's get to the last fragrance because I am a certified yapper at this point. I'm talking way too much. It is going to be MFK's Grand Soir. Another one that I do have in my collection, but don't wear too much. And you best believe if I wear this, if I get a compliment, I'm not gatekeeping, I'm just spilling, and I'm trying to gatekeep. This is one it's Centrail is it's very nice. So if you try it and you're like spraying, like smelling it up on your nose, you know, spray it on skin, pull it up to your nose. Whoo! You might be a little turned off by it. Yeah, it's more of an amber fragrance, amber vanilla. Not that it's done differently. You might have smelled something similar to it. I've heard that Givenchy's Pie is a very close one, but I'm not too sure. I haven't smelled that fragrance before. Let's go ahead and spray this out in the air just because why not? For me, this is a fragrance that does last quite a while. I might have to wear this one this week just because it's, again, the cooler weather. I think you can pull this off in the spring too. But yeah, the amber in this fragrance is different. Honestly, it's a really nice smelling fragrance. Yeah. Out in the air, I'm really enjoying it. I did used to have Serge Lutin. Do I still have the Serge Lutins? I might have sold it. No, I did sell it. Serge Lutin's Ambre Sultan. I think one amber fragrance in my collection is more than enough. I'm not the type to really reach for too many amber fragrances all the time. So I really enjoy Grand Soir over Serge Lutins. So got rid of that one. Have this one. I don't know, I'm starting to yawn now. But that is all I have for you guys today. Please let me know which fragrances you will gatekeep for anybody that asks you what you're wearing. Don't gatekeep to me though. Just leave them down in the comments. And let me know if you're the same way, because as soon as someone asks me about my, which fragrance I'm wearing, or if I smell great, I'm going in. I'm telling them about Fragrance Spot. I'm talking about the Perfume Spot. I'm talking about Olfactory Factory. I'm talking about those fragrance discounters that are down in the description below that are affiliate links to the shameless plug, and I can't even do it. I suck. So yeah, I was going to try to plug in the affiliate links in the description. If you're interested in buying any of the any fragrances, you might find them in those websites down below. You do get a small commission, a very tiny commission that will help me purchase more fragrances for this channel and even get more products for this channel. So like things like this mic that was expensive, and I had to get a 2-pack just because sometimes you saw that my fiance made a video one time with me. So just in case she wants to make more videos, I had to get a 2-pack. I do have it connected to the charger, but you know what? I can disconnect it real quick. You know, it's a cool little thing. So you got 2. You got the receiver in case I want to put it on my phone. You got the other little mic. It's nice. It's nice. But yeah, and I actually did have to order a fragrance shelf because it got to the point that my drawer, I don't want to break it. The furniture is not the most expensive, but it's, it costs a decent amount. I don't want to break it, and it's coming to the point that that drawer is very heavy, and it obviously has a lot of money put inside it with all the fragrances, plus an expensive drawer, or expensive just furniture. It's a big loss. It's a big loss if something breaks. And yeah, had to get a shelf. I'm gonna keep it in my closet. I'm not gonna have it in the display. I might show the display overall in one of my videos just to show you guys what it looks like. But it's still not here yet. It gets here soon. So I'm excited for that. Definitely having more space for my fragrances, which means I can buy more fragrances. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And my fiance is watching this. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. It's a joke. I promise. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Please leave a like, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one, guys.